Okay, so here I have about approximately 2.5 or 3 tablespoons of the ogi paste. This is my 3-grain ogi. Like I said, I like to make my ogi with 3 grains, at least 3 grains, sometimes 4. So I'm going to be adding a lot of water to cover it, and then I am going to stir it and mix it until I have a very smooth mix. It's watery and it's smooth and there are no lumps. So now I have mixed it all together. It's a watery consistency, there's no lump, and I have brought some water to boil already, and we are going to be adding this into the boiled water. So yeah, come, let's do that. So I already brought this water to boil, but I turned the heat down to bring it down a little bit. Now we're going to be adding the mix, the water mix into this. Pour it right in, and then we start to stir. We stir in circular motions. I like to retain the very same motion that I started with. I might turn the heat up a little bit, just a little, crank it up a little bit, and yeah, there's a lot of wind in the kitchen today, so it's blowing. Yeah, so I'm going to keep stirring consistently at the same spot till it starts to thicken. As you're mixing and it starts to thicken, you will notice that it takes on a slightly more translucent color than the opaque color it had when we first poured it in, and you will feel the consistency start to change as you are mixing. One of the things I try to do as I mix is that, can you see the edges? Can you see that it's a little more translucent? I try to retain the same spot where I was mixing it from. So I just keep mixing. I don't get tempted to mix those corners in and to like lock them in. I just keep on the same spots. I might increase the speed of my mixing, but I try to retain the same spot until that thickness kind of spreads and my spoon picks it in the center, you know, and it keeps going. Yeah, so that way I found that helps me to avoid having lumps in my ogi as I make it. So yeah, so that's what I do. Once I notice it is thick enough, it has a consistency that is thick enough for me, then I can now, you know, take in the edges because it's all thick all around. It's not just one side. So then I mix it all together. Yeah, like that. I usually like to mix the mix a little light and add quite a lot of water. That way I can still adjust things. If it is too loose, I can add a little more of the thick paste to it and, you know, make it thicker. But this right here is the consistency I like. Because one thing that happens is once ogi cools, it sets, it becomes thicker. It sets and becomes a lot thicker. So I like to leave my own ogi on fire for, say, 1-2 minutes extra before I serve. And yeah, it bubbles away, thickens some more, and yeah, and I serve. So it has bubbled away for about a minute or two. I actually did add just a little bit more just to give it a little bit of a thicker consistency, but I mean it's pretty much the same thing. So it's time for me to serve. Here we are, serving right into the bowl, and yep, your ogi is ready. Ta-da! Simple, yeah? So for the purpose of this video, I didn't add spices to this ogi. I just made it plain. I haven't even added sugar or anything. Typically, you can have it with sugar. You can have it with honey. You can add milk, or you can just have it plain. And yeah, so ogi is ready. Pap, Akamu, Koko, depends on what you call it, where you come from. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you very much.